Alright guys, I got this thing loaded. It's on the smoke or smock telescope mod. Mine's gunmetal, so it's a little bit different color. Otherwise it would look a little bit better on there. I haven't done any drilling yet. I am going to do drilling and update on that as well. But inside here I have some 405 Vapors Grandpa's Coffee. It's 12 milligrams. And it tastes really good. And they mix up some really good juice. So check them out. Anyways, here we go. Here's going to be the CHobra, CHobra, whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay, one other thing I wanted to say too. The coil was originally ohming out at 1.2 and now it hit 1.1, so I had to take it off my gripper. I really would love to be able to adjust voltage, but I was getting the low ohm code more than it was actually firing, so it was more so 1.1, 1.1.8 or 9 or something like that, but it was showing 2 on a few times that I was firing, adjusting the coils a little bit. But one thing I'll say is that the fill hole, if you leave your fill hole out on this, it is a little bit more, let's see, it would be at the 10 o'clock position as far as where your wick hole, if your wick hole was at the 6 o'clock position, your fill hole is a little bit at 10 o'clock, so it kind of worried me that maybe it might, if you had too full of a tank and you were tilting it, it might actually leak out of there, but it doesn't actually leak, so there's no worries there. You will actually be able to bore out the wick hole in this because it has a bigger cap than the Chid Mini. I've had a few of those and I tried to bore the wick hole out and I messed it up. But anyway, so with this one you will be able to do that. If you haven't did already, I believe it's 3.5 millimeter. And I will actually go over more of that whenever I start doing that on this one here, which I will do. So keep an eye out for that video. Show you guys a little bit more of the vapor production on this with the very small intake hole, which does not match my vape style at all. It will be 1/16 of an inch here before the end of the day. Probably as soon as I get done with this video, I'll start another one. Alright, thanks.